friends, and welcome back to the Midway. We're in a fall mood today, and we're going to be talking about VTubers at TwitchCon and, quote, the drama of VTuber cliques. If you didn't know, indeed, VTubers did attend TwitchCon. While they might not be taking face photos, they were taking a lot of photos in different groups in an alternative way. Instead of showing your faces, maybe you take pictures in groups with your little phones like this. I thought this was really funny also because just personally, I use an iPad for tracking. So imagine if I had been here just with my gigantic iPad. That would have been interesting. But one thing to note is that not all was well and dandy or drama free, as it never quite is on the internet. Evanito here actually has a side account. Just Evanito is the side account of Evanito. You can see it links right over back here, right? And this person actually tweeted this entire convention was cool and all, but the unfortunate thing I realized is that there are a lot of cliques in the community. It seems like there are VTubers who will only hang out with other VTubers who are of their same caliber, and that is unfortunate. This tweet kind of went semi-viral, I would say. 117 retweets, blah, 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 2,000k likes. This kind of sparked a big conversation talking about whether VTuber cliques are a real thing and if it's fair to, quote, gatekeep people from different communities. One such post was from Takahata, who is a VTuber bartender relatively well known in the sphere. Cliques are human nature. XD. Stop having friends. Talk to 30,000 people every day. Stop gatekeeping friendship. Over 300,000 people to your Airbnb with the capacity of 15. So Bao is obviously being a little bit sarcastic here. And Vienna says, honestly though, I just hang out with people I feel safe and comfy with. I am shy introvert. Just a little search of VTuber clique brings up a lot of different things. Mara Yume says cliques aren't a bad thing, but a group of people bullying anyone who their leader has beef with is, which might be a subtweet. I'm not quite sure. Aru VTuber says this discourse is so strange to me because I was invited to hang out with 4 different cliques at TwitchCon and they never cared about my numbers, my growth, or that I just became a VTuber last month. They just invited me because they met me and thought it would be fun to chill. On the other hand, Gigi had a quote retweet to Evan's actual tweet saying, yeah, I noticed this a lot, lol. I've been somewhat distant with the VTuber committee since all I saw on my timeline was the cliques, but it's fine. I got to do my own things because I was at my artist alley table and got to meet people who cared to visit. Echo the Goddess says, bruh, I'd rather make my own clique than bish about not being in one. Like maybe your own pack and be happy for those people that love and support you and stop bishing about these VTuber cliques because some of them are fake as frick to each other anyway. Now, I thought this was an interesting discourse to begin with. Obviously, there is an argument on both sides. You shouldn't be gatekeeping people or being mean or treating them really any differently because of their numbers, although obviously numbers might make you nervous or have some effect on your mind in the back of your head. However, what really made me want to talk about this today is what came out on a offline TV podcast the other day. Here's a clip from the offline TV Twitch account.
Because they have these partner lounges at TwitchCon to give partners a space to relax. The problem is, if you're one of the top streamers, even in the partner lounge, you will still get stopped for photos, and I ask for signatures of people trying to strike. I was at the partner lounge. I get way more people trying to have a conversation with me. It's like, because they approach me as an equal. It's like, hey, you're a partner, I'm a partner, we're both in the partner lounge. Why don't we talk we're both the same level, but realistically, we're not, right? We're not.
Star's reaction. Back on the Twitter side, and Eternal Enigma tweets, so there was apparently a super secret VIP partner lounge at TwitchCon that Twitch tried to keep secret because of potential backlash from partners, like me, who didn't even know about it or who were denied access. Awesome. Just to clarify, I wasn't declined, I just didn't know about it. I do have a Twitch account manager and would have liked to at least see if I could have gotten in, but oh well, didn't know to order the secret menu item. The weird secrecy is what annoys me, not its existence. During the live stream, DisguisedToast went on to explain that while the existence of the lounge is relatively secret, it was kind of less secret this year. Apparently, partners had gigantic star stickers on their badges if they were actually given permission to go to the super secret lounge. And I've also seen tweets from other Twitch partners mentioning that this would make sense as to why they never see the gigantic streamers in the partner lounge. I have a question for you all, and I'll give you my thoughts as well. When is it okay to treat people differently, and when is it not? In the VTuber community, we have a very unique approach to content. A, in the fact that we are literal digital art people moving around. I know it's kind of weird. And B, in the context of anonymity. Anonymity, the word I can't say. But essentially, a lot of VTubers find it very important to hide their faces and any personal details. So one of the arguments for having, quote, cliques or being a little bit off putting maybe, or standoffish to some, is just for safety. Why would you hang out with people that you never really met before, especially when you're already worried about safety in the VTubing community? Similarly, back on the offline TV podcast side, which I clicked on the wrong thing over here, is DisguisedToast really in the same bucket as a partnered streamer who just hit 75 concurrent viewers? The answer is obviously no. Does that mean he should treat people like doo-doo? No. And he actually says in the podcast as well that he loves to meet new people. But you could argue that perhaps the other lounge is a way to give them some safe haven away during a wild convention. We're going to wrap this up with one last Twitter thread from Melon Rose, which reads, I don't really want to talk about the Clique thing too much because it's silly, so I'm going to make one thread and forget it exists. People don't owe you friendship or interactions just because you're also a VTuber. Cliques suck more in intimate spaces, like when you think you have a group of friends, but really a bunch of them are in their own bubble. It sucks a lot. But VTubers hanging out and excluding you because they don't know you well or at all is not the same and shouldn't even be an issue topic. The VTuber community as a whole is not an intimate space. This is kind of where I agree, perhaps a little bit less strongly worded sentiments. But at the end of the day, you should be around people who care about you just as you care about them. It should be a give and a take. And I think the most complicated part of this is when you are trying to make friends in a IRL space, but with people who mostly live or create content online. That is a line that is hard to toe and you don't really want to make anyone comfortable with, because let's face it, as streamers, we are mostly presenting ourselves online in a digital space. So when it comes to IRL things, we don't really have a guideline. Everyone has different boundaries and different comfort levels, and that does make it difficult to make sure that everyone is comfortable. In fact, we all have different boundaries online as well as offline, and when it comes to making VTuber friends, everybody approaches it differently. For me, I like to make friends with other VTubers whose content I find interesting, or I find them skilled or working in a way that is similar to the way that I work. There are going to be people that you meet who are wonderful people, and they just simply do not want to be your friend. And there will be going to be people who want to be your friend, and then you simply don't want to be their friend. That is simply human nature, both online and off. At the end of the day, all you can do is be kind, but also protect your own boundaries. Try to be friends with people, but respect them when they don't want to be friends with you, and be kind to people who you maybe are shutting down in a kind way as well. One last thing to note for VTubers looking for their friend group or cliques, me included, is that it is very human for you to feel this way, and being super famous doesn't even excuse you from it. This is a clip from Magni, Dezmond of Hollow Stars Tempest. I'm a big fan.
Oh, I'm just really happy to be a part of this. It's, you know, I was a lonely alchemist out there. Some would say I was I'm a renowned alchemist doing my own things.
Very natural to want to find your people and connect with them and grow with them and make even content together. What do you think of this? Will you be going to something like a convention IRL if you're a VTuber? And if so, what kind of boundaries do you have? Or what would you like to give as advice for other people who want to meet you? Or what are you going to follow when you meet other people too? Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.